Hello dear children, how are you all? I hope all are fine. So in our last class we had a discussion on problems on miscellaneous examples. ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. So in this class I am going to discuss about very important questions, very important problems, miscellaneous exercise. Miscellaneous exercise problems. First problem ಏನಿದೆ? First problem, evaluate I power 18 plus 1 divided by I whole power 25 whole power 3 ಇದೆ. That is cube. So I power 18 plus 1 divided by I power 25 whole cube ಇದೆ. How to simplify? Here we have to evaluate this term. Okay. First set the given term as it is given. Solution. Given I power 18 plus 1 divided by I power 25 whole cube with power 3. First we have to simplify term by term. First term is observe ಮಾಡಿ I power 18 ಇದೆ. So in the beginning ಅಲ್ಲಿ, so we had a discussion on I powers, right? So I is square root of minus 1, I square is minus 1, I cube minus I and I power 4 becomes plus 1. Similarly, multiple of 4, when I power is multiple of 4, then the value becomes 1. Okay, so 18 can be written as multiple of 4 plus something. Okay, so 18 is there. So 18 is nearest number, which is the nearest number here, 16. So I power 16 plus 2 ಬರಿಬೋದಲ್ವಾ? 18 can be split as 16 plus 2. Similarly here also plus this can be written as 1 power 25 whole divided by I power 25 ಬರಿಬೋದಲ್ವಾ? power 3. I power 1 power 25 divided by I power 25. Just remember a by b whole power m ಇದ್ದಾಗ or a by b whole square ಇದ್ದಾಗ that can be written as a square divided by b square. If here I follow the same thing, 1 power 25 divided by I power 25. So this can be written as I power 16 into I square ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Just observe here, I power 16 into I square plus 1 power 25 is nothing but 1 divided by I power 25 ನೋಡಿ. That can be written as 24 plus 1 whole power 3. I power 25 can be written as I power 24 plus 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So 24 is a multiple of 4. That value reduces as 1 here. That's why. So then let's continue here. I power 16 is nothing but 1 because 16 is multiple of 4. Again I square value is minus 1. I square value is minus 1 plus 1 divided by I power 24 plus 1 ಇದೆ. So this can be written as 1 divided by I power 24 into I power 1 or I whole power 3. Sorry, plus into minus becomes minus, 1 into 1 is 1, so that becomes minus 1 plus 1 divided by I power 24 is also 1 into I whole power 3. Next further simplification, ready, 1 into I is I. Okay, write this as continuous here, that is minus 1 as it is plus 1 divided by I ಬರಿಬೋದು ನೋಡಿ, whole power 3 ಇದೆ. 1 divided by I whole power 3. So denominatorly I ಇದೆ. So either multiply by conjugate of denominator or multiply and divide by I there. Clear? Multiply and divide by I will get the answer here. This becomes minus 1 plus 1 divided by I into I divided by I. Multiply and at the same time we have to divide by I. Clear? I divided by I ಆಯಿತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಐದರ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಆರ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಐ. ಬೇಗ ಬರೀತೀನಿ, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಐ, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಐ. Multiply and divide by I for this term. We left it here minus 1 as it is plus 1 divided by I divided by I whole power 3 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Clear? Whole power 3. Next step is simplification study. Minus 1 plus 1 into I is I divided by I into I is I square whole power 3. Clear? This implies minus 1 plus I divided by I square is nothing but minus 1. That becomes minus 1. I divided by minus 1. Next simplification nodi. So this can be written as minus 1 plus minus I ಬರಿಬೋದಲ್ವಾ, multiply and divide by minus there, minus into minus become plus, plus into minus become minus. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ minus 1 ಇದೆ. So this can be written as minus I. Okay. Next here for convenient I will take negative as common, minus 1 as common there. Okay. If I take minus 1 as common, here we left with minus. If you take minus 1 as common, here we left with 1 and here plus I whole power 3 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Clear? Whole power 3. Next further simplification ನೋಡಿ is equal to, this can be split as minus 1 whole power 3 into 1 plus I whole power 3. 1 plus I whole power 3. Okay. So minus 1 cube means minus of or minus 1 ಬರೆಯೋಣ. minus 1. Minus 1 whole cube is minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 1 become plus 1. Again plus 1 into minus 1 becomes minus 1. So times of nodi expansion this term using the formula a plus b whole cube. So what is the formula? A plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. I will write formula here, and the formula is a plus b whole cube can be expanded as a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. This is the formula. We are using a plus b whole cube. So this reduces as minus 1 times of ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ 1 plus I whole cube ಇದೆ. Treat 1 as a and I as b. So this becomes 1 cube plus I cube plus 3 into 1 into I into 1 plus I. That is a plus b. Next is very simplification, nothing is there. So this becomes minus 1 times of 1 cube is 1, I cube is minus I. Remember I cube value is minus I plus 3I into 1 plus I. Minus 1 times of minus 1 times of 1 minus I write as it is, multiply by 3I for 1 plus I. So 3I into 1 becomes 3I, plus into plus is plus, 3I into I is 3I square. Here 3I square ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Further simplification minus 1 times of ನೋಡಿ here we write 1 ನೋಡಿ minus I plus 3I. So how to simplify this term? Minus I plus 3I becomes 3I minus I. So this reduces plus 2I. Clear? So and here plus 3 is there, right, as it is, and I square value is minus 1. I square value minus 1. Then this reduces as minus 1 times of 1 plus 2I minus 3. Clear? 1 plus 2I minus 3. Just take the real number 1 minus 3, that reduces as minus 2. Minus 1 times of minus 2 plus 2I. Now multiply by minus 1, we will get the solution is equal to minus into minus become plus, plus into minus become minus there. Clear? 2 minus 2I ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Therefore the required solution of the equation, the evaluation of this term, I power 18 plus 1 divided by I whole power 25 whole cube is equal to 2 minus 2I ಬರುತ್ತೆ. You can write here I power 18 plus 1 divided by I power 25 whole cube. So the solution of this terms is 2 minus I. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಮಕ್ಕಳ, 2 minus I. Here the important step is this one. So when it is a power is a biggest number, so that number reduces as multiple of 4 plus something. So 18 can be written as 16 plus 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 18 can be written as 16 plus 2 and I power 25 there. So 25 can be split as I power 24 plus 1. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀತೀನಿ, you can write here I power 4k is equal to 1 where k belongs to integers. Last ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ I power 4k plus I power 4k is equal to 1 where k belongs to what? Z, integers. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳ? So take a pause and note down all the things what I have written here. Now dear students, we are moving to the next question. Solve the following quadratic equations. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ first question, 3x square minus 4x plus 20 divided by 3 is equal to 0 ಇದೆ. So in the previous class we had a discussion about the quadratic equation, right? So ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, when we have the equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 and the corresponding solution is x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Here also we using the same formula. Before going to that, first you have to reduce the given equation to ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. c take directly it as 20 divided by 3. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. That's why we are taken 3 as LCM. If you take 3 as LCM, this becomes 3 into 3 is 9, 9x square minus 4 3 is 12x plus 20 is equal to 0 whole divided by 3 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 3 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಗಿವನ್ 3x square minus 4x plus 20 divided by 3 is equal to 0. Take 3 as LCM there. If you take 3 as LCM, this reduces as 9x square because the denominator 1 ಇದೆ, minus 12x plus 20 is equal to 0. Now take cross multiplication. So this reduces as 3 into 0 is 0. So finally we left with the equation 9x square minus 12x plus 20 is equal to 0. Now compare this equation with what? The general form of the equation. Compare above equation with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We get a is equal to 9, b is equal to minus 12 and c is equal to 20, right? Okay, therefore the solution of the given equation is x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of, now tell me the formula, plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a, right? Whole divided by 2a. Next step is very simple. Just take the values of a, b, c, then substitute here. We'll get here x is equal to minus b. What is the b value here? 12 is this. So minus of minus 12 plus or minus square root of minus 12 whole square minus 4. What is a value is 9 into 20 whole divided by 2 into what is a value 9. Is it clear? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋಡಿ, is equal to minus into minus becomes plus square root of minus 12 whole square. This is 144. Remember, minus 12 whole square is nothing but 12 square is equal to 144 and 9 4s are 36. 36 into 2 we get 72 into 20 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 720 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So this reduces minus 720 whole divided by 9 into 2 is 18. 720 minus 144. 144 minus 720 plus 144. Okay, this reduces us. So this becomes 20, no, this becomes 6, and here we left with 11, 11 will be 4, that is 7, and here we have 5. So 576 agate. So here the largest number is 720, corresponding sign is negative, so that reduces as minus 576. 12 plus or minus square root of minus 576 whole divided by 18. 576 ಇದೆ. Okay, square ನೋಡಿ minus 576 can be written as minus 1 into square root of minus 1 into 576 ಆಗಿ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. That can be split as square root of minus 1 into square root of 576. This becomes 12 plus or minus square root of minus 1 into square root of 576 whole divided by 18. ನೋಡಿ square root of 576 can be written as 24. Square root of 25 becomes 625. Similarly, square root of 576 becomes 24. So this becomes 12 plus or minus. So square root of minus 1 nothing but I into 24 whole divided by 18. Now separate real and imaginary part. So this becomes 12 divided by 18 plus or minus I times of 24 divided by 18. This is x. Therefore x is equal to 6 2s are 6 3s are get cancelled. Similarly 6 4s are 6 3s are get cancelled there. So this becomes 2 divided by 3 plus or minus I times of 4 divided by 3. This is our required answer. X is equal to 2 by 3. 6 2s are 6 3s are 18. 6 4s are 24. 6 3s are 18. Finally, we left with the required solution of the given quadratic equation is x is equal to 2 divided by 3 plus or minus I times of 4 divided by 3. Take a pause and note on all the things what I have written here. Now dear students, we are moving with the rest of the questions on quadratic equations. Here we are going to find the equation, solution of the equation x square minus 2x plus 3 divided by 2 is equal to 0. Concept is very simple. Take 2 as LCM for our convenience. This reduces as 2x square minus 4x plus 3 whole divided by 2 is equal to 0. Take 2 as cross multiplication, left with 0. So finally we left with the equation x square, that is a 2x square for the second question. 2x square minus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay. So solution you have to take these two questions as homework problems, and the corresponding solution for this equation x is equal to equation corresponding solution is 1 plus or minus square root of 2 whole divided by 2 into I, or I you can write here. So 1 plus or minus square root of 2 divided by 2 into I. This is a solution for equation number 2. X square minus 2x plus 3 divided by 2 is equal to 0. Similarly for third question, write answer directly here. So first compare this equation with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We left with a is equal to 27, b is equal to minus 10 and c is equal to 1. Just first compare this equation, then take the values of a, b, c, then substitute in the formula. And the corresponding solution is, for second question, x is equal to 25 divided by 27 plus or minus I times of root 2 divided by 27. Or you can write I here or right hand side. So both are valid. So better to write here only. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಮಕ್ಕಳ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ x is equal to 1 plus or minus I into root 2 divided by 2. For the second equation, corresponding solution is x is equal to 5 divided by 27 plus or minus I into root 2 divided by 27. So take these two questions as homework problem. Okay. So write down the answer. Now dear students, we are moving to the next questions. Miscellaneous exercise. Third question, let z1 is equal to 2 minus I, z2 is equal to minus 2 plus I. Find real part of z1 into z2 divided by z1 bar, that is conjugate of z1. And the second one, imaginary part of 1 divided by z1 into z1 bar, conjugate of z1. Okay, z1 into conjugate of z1. Clear? Okay. First question on. First one, here we need to find real part of z1 divided by z2 whole divided by z1 bar, that is conjugate of z1. So before going to find the real part, first we need to find the expression for z1 into z2 whole divided by conjugate of z1. Solution. Given z1 is equal to 2 minus I and z2 is equal to minus 2 plus I. z1 is equal to 2 minus I, z2 is equal to minus 2 plus I. Okay. So now conjugate for z1 bar. Okay, conjugate of z1 is z1 bar. This is nothing but just interchange the sign of imaginary part. So this reduces as 2 plus I. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ minus I ಇದೆ, it is a minus I reduces as plus I. Similarly for z2 bar, z2 bar is not required, but I will write this as z2 bar is equal to minus to write as it is minus I. Just change the sign of imaginary part. So now solve first question. For first one, consider, first we need to find the expression for z1 into z2 divided by z1 bar. z1 into z2 divided by z1 bar is equal to, what is z1? 2 minus I and z2 minus 2 plus I whole divided by z1 bar 2 plus I. Next step is simplification. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಏನಿದೆ 2 ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ 2 ಇಂದ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. 2 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 2 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಐ minus I times of second term minus 2 plus I whole divided by 2 plus I. Okay, nice simplification nodi. 2 into minus 2 becomes minus 4. 2 into I is 2I plus 2I. Minus into minus becomes plus. Y into 2 is 2I. Minus into plus is minus. I into I is I square whole divided by 2 plus I. This is Z1 Z2 divided by Z1 bar. Next simplification nodi. Minus 4 write as it is plus 2I plus 2I, that reduces as 4I. This is 4I minus I square is, so I square value is minus 1 whole divided by 2 plus I. Next simplification nodi. Z1 into Z2 whole divided by Z1 bar is equal to minus 4 is there, right as it is minus 4 plus 4I. Minus into minus become plus 1 divided by 2 plus I divided by 2 plus I ಇದೆ. Next ನೋಡಿ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, minus 4 ಇದೆ, plus 1 ಇದೆ. Sum of these to become minus 3. So Z1 into Z2 whole divided by Z1 bar is equal to minus 3 plus 4I whole divided by 2 plus I. Denominator complex number ಇದೆ. Use a rationalization method. So multiply and divide by conjugate of what? Denominator. Okay. Multiply and divide by, for simplification, multiply and divide by conjugate ನೋಡಿ. So 2 plus I ಇದೆ. Corresponding conjugate is 2 minus I. 2 minus I. Z1 into Z2 divided by Z1 bar is equal to minus 3 plus 4I divided by 2 minus I multiply by conjugate 2 plus I, 2 plus I, this is 2 minus I and 2 minus I. Next step is very simplification. First multiply the numerator, minus 3 plus 4I into 2 minus I divided by, so this term can be written as, look at the denominator, 2 plus I into 2 minus I. This term look like A plus B into A minus B. Corresponding compact form is 2 square minus I square, that is A square minus B square. Next simplification is equal to, first multiply by minus 3. So minus 3 into this term, minus 3 into that term. So what is the term here? 2 minus I. So this become 2 minus I plus 4I times of 2 minus I whole divided by 2 square is 4 minus of minus 1, because I square value is minus 1. So this term reduces as, multiply by minus 3. So minus 3 into 2 is minus 6, minus into minus become plus 3I plus 4 to the 8 into I minus 4I square whole divided by 4 plus 1, because minus into minus become plus, we left with 4 plus 1. So now listen here, minus 6 plus 11 into I minus 4 into, again I square value, now tell what is the I square value? Minus 1, that is minus 1 whole divided by 5. Next is minus 6 plus 11 into I, minus into minus becomes plus divided by 5. This implies minus 6 plus 4 is minus 2. Minus 2 plus or minus, plus 11I divided by 5 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Now separate real and imaginary part. This is expression of Z1, Z2 divided by Z1 bar is equal to minus 2 divided by 5 plus 11 divided, I times of 11 divided by 5, minus 2 divided by 5 plus I into 11 divided by 5. So what is our requirement? Is real part of Z1 into Z2 divided by Z1 bar alva. Here we need to find real part of this one. Therefore, real part of Z1 Z2 divided by Z1 bar is equal to, what is the real part here? Minus 2 divided by 5. Minus 2 divided by 5. This is our requirement. And the imaginary part is 11 divided by 5. So what they are asked here? Here we need to find the real part of Z1 into Z2 whole divided by Z1 bar, and the corresponding real part is minus 2 divided by 5. Arthayta makla, take a pause and note on all the things what I have written here. Now dear students, we are moving to the next question on the same third question. Here the second question is, imaginary part of 1 divided by Z1 into Z1 bar. Here we need to find the imaginary part of Z1 divided by Z1 into Z1 bar, that is a conjugate of Z1. So before going to find imaginary part, first we need to find the expression for 1 divided by Z1 into Z1 bar. Okay, listen, consider for second question, consider 1 divided by Z1 into Z1 bar is equal to 1 divided by, what is Z1 here? 2 minus I, and Z1 bar 2 plus I. So this reduces as 1 divided by, just observe here, 2 minus I divided by 2 plus I. So this is nothing but A plus B into A minus B, right? This treat as A plus B and this treat as A minus B. A plus B into A minus B is corresponding compact form is A square minus B square. So this becomes 2 square minus I square. So this is 1 divided by 2 square is 4, I square is minus 1, 1 divided by 4 plus 1 ninth. This is 1 divided by Z1 into Z1 bar. Now, so 1 divided by Z1 into Z1 bar is equal to 1 divided by 4 plus 1 is 5. Clear? So 1 divided by z1 into z1 bar is equal to 1 divided by 5. It is purely real number, but here we need to find imaginary part, right? So this term can be written as 1 divided by 5 plus 0 into I. 1 divided by 5 into 0 into I. So this reduces as complex number, right? General form reduces. So what is the imaginary part? Therefore imaginary or Im of 1 divided by z1 into z1 bar is equal to what? Imaginary part is 0 here. So therefore imaginary part of 1 divided by z1 into z1 bar is equal to 0. This is our required answer. So here we need to find the imaginary part of z1 into z1 bar, that is 1 divided by z1 into z1 bar. So that's why we need to find the expression for 1 divided by z1 into z1 bar, then find corresponding imaginary part. Similarly for the next second question, for first question, real part of z1 into z2 divided by z1 bar is there. So adunu find out pannabeku first. First we need to find the expression for z1 into z2 whole divided by z1 bar, then find corresponding imaginary part. Artha aitu makla, take a pause and note on all the things what I have written here. Now dear students, we are moving to the last question in miscellaneous example. For question number 4, if 1 plus I divided by 1 minus I whole power m is equal to 1. 1 plus I divided by 1 minus I whole power m is equal to 1. Then find the least positive integral value of m. Here we need to find the least integral value of m here. So least positive integral of m. Okay. Take the given question as it is. Solution given. So what they given here? 1 plus I divided by 1 minus I whole power m is equal to 1. So first simplify the inner terms. ಏನಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ 1 plus I divided by 1 minus I ಇದೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋದು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಹಿಯರ್. 1 plus I divided by 1 minus I ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟರ್ಮ್. So what we need to find here? Multiply and divide by what? Conjugate of denominator, right? So previous class explain ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. So when you get this kind of problems, so always multiply and divide by the conjugate of denominator, because here we have to reduce the given terms to general form, a plus ib or x plus iy ಗೆ reduce ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. For that purpose denominator complex number ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ multiply and divide by conjugate of what? Denominator. So what is conjugate of denominator? 1 plus I multiply and divide is equal to 1. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳ? ಸೊ ನಾವು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ and denominator. Here we left with 1 plus I whole square divided by 1 minus I into 1 plus I power m is equal to 1. Next step is ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 plus I whole square ಇದೆ. That is nothing but a plus b whole square. So this can be written as expansion is a square plus b square plus 2ab 2 into 1 into I whole divided by, this can be written as, ನೋಡಿ, treat this as a plus b and here a minus b, a plus b and a minus b. So compact form is a square minus b square, that is 1 square minus I square whole power m is equal to 1 ಇದೆ. Next, here 1 square is 1, I square value is minus 1 plus 2 into 1 into I is 2i whole divided by 1 square is 1 minus 1 whole power m is equal to 1. Nice simplification. Plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled there. So what we left there? 2 into I divided by 1 plus 1 whole power m is equal to 1. 2i divided by 2 whole power m is equal to 1. So 2 get cancelled. What we left there? Only I. So therefore I power m is equal to 1. Then how to find the least positive integral value? ನೋಡಿ, so 1 ಇದೆ. So in the previous class we discussion beginning ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ I power 4 is equal to 1. So we can replace 1 by I power 4. So because I power 4 is equal to 1 ಇದೆ, you can replace 1 by I power 4. Therefore, I power m is equal to I power 4. I power m is equal to I power 4. ನೋಡಿ, so when the bases are same, corresponding exponential term, that is the corresponding powers are same. Therefore, m is equal to 4. Because we need to find here least positive integral value. So just integers anta kale get many numbers. Okay, so nandi -4 barutte, -8 barutte, like that. So but here we need to find least positive integer. So least positive integer is 4. Therefore, the least positive integral value of m is 4. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳ? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್. ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ reduces as ಜನರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 1 plus I. ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ reduces as I power m. So I power m is equal to 1. So 1 can be written as I power 4. Then 1 is replaced by I power 4. So when the bases are same, exponentials are equal. Therefore m becomes 4. Therefore the least integral value of the given complex number is given m is 4. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳ? Take a pause and note down all the things what I have written here. ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ನೋಡಿ, ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಎ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ಲೇನಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ, ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಸೈಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೊ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಏನೇನು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಸೊ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಜನರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್, ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಕಲಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಯುಲಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಜೊತೆಗೆಲ್ಲ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್, ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್, ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಮಕ್ಕಳ? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವಿ ಗೋ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಆಲ್.